should at least have started getting some clients. So that's the very big goal that I want to do. Second goal is have at least 10 orders per month from my online store. You can contribute to that as well. Just go ahead, click on the link, check it out, get you 10% off. Enjoy your time. And the third goal was to get 500 subscribers before June, which will allow me to get or to achieve my last goal, which was to attend WWDC 2020 in America. I'm in Australia, by the way, so it's going to be a little bit expensive, but I'll do it if I get that 500 subscribers.
So this was me 2 years ago in 2020, and now it's 2022. And at that time, I decided to make a video, and I believe it was actually on the 1st of January in 2020, so it was the first day of the year. And I decided to make a video about what I accomplished in that year, and what I accomplished in 2019, and what I wish to accomplish in 2020. And at that time, I was very excited to make that video. I did make it, I published it. It didn't go that well, like it only has like 40 views, but I always love to go back to that video and see what I actually accomplished from that time and see where I want to go. And I realized something very important as soon as I watched that video. Now, the last time I watched that video was yesterday, but the last time before that was actually at the beginning of 2021, so by the end of 2020. And I realized so much. Now, in that video, I don't know if you recall or not, but I set a few goals. Now, the first goal was I want to get at least 10 clients, or I want to be getting few clients to do software development jobs for. And just off the bat, somehow in 2020, not just did I get 10 clients, but I started a full agency for developing apps, websites, and so on. In fact, it went so well. It was definitely much more than 10 people. I think I completed well over 30 projects in that year alone, in 2020 alone. And at that time, I think I was only very basic in programming. Like, if you go through the channel, it was just very simple stuff that I used to explain. And I still got almost like 3 times the amount of clients that I wished to get. And I had my own website, tapaway.com.au. I had my own forums. People would check it up. People would go on it. So for that goal, I measured it at 10 clients and I got 30. So that was accomplished. Now, the second goal, I think, was to get more than 10 orders from my online store. And that was something that actually did change. It was completed, but in a bit different. So I had like a dropshipping website at that time, a dropshipping online store. And at that time, I said that I want to get more than 10 orders from that store. And even though I ended up closing that store specifically, but I closed it because I ended up focusing on other things, such as another online store where I do sell some programming, some tutorials or some software on it, or like app templates that you can download on my Tapaway website. And I also started selling some pet tags that you can get for your dog, and you can track down where your dog is, or someone can scan it and know where your dog is. So in a way, and I did definitely get more than 10 orders from that. So in a way, the order was complete as well. Now, the last thing, or I think the last thing that leads to the actual last thing, was for me to pass 500 subscribers on my YouTube channel. And I did pass that. So by the end of 2020, I was passing it. I think I was on, or like I almost passed it, but I think I was like 50 off or something like that. So it was alright. It was pretty good. Like, I didn't actually pass 500. I think I was on 400 subs by the end of 2020, but I still was very happy with that, especially that I can actually measure my progress through it. And the last thing was for me to actually attend WWDC in America, the Apple's event. And obviously that didn't happen because I think like 2 weeks after I made that video, the whole world just shut down. It was COVID, it shut down, and it's been shut since then, whether it's some war or disease or something was just stopping me from flying over. So I didn't get to do it. Now, why am I actually making this video? Well, since that time, since January 2020, I did progress a lot, and I think I met most of my goals, or the ones that actually really do matter to me. I did accomplish them. I managed to get more than one client. I now have a store that people buy stuff from, and so on. But by the end of 2020, so starting from 2021 until now, I think there's some slowing down that's happening here. And it's not that I'm performing bad, it's not that I'm doing bad, but I just don't know where I'm going. Like, I stayed all of the rest of 2021. Like, I completed my goals for 2020, but then I didn't write any goals for 2021. I was just happy the way it is. I think I would wake up every morning and be like, all right, how do we make more money today? How do we invest our money in something? How do I get more clients? And so on. And that's what I would do. I just, instead of, for example, finishing work at like 6, I was like, all right, you know what? I'm just going to finish work at 3 a.m. and I would make more money that way. And that's it. That's how I was doing. I was just working a lot more in order to get more money. That was how I was measuring my success. And it was just until last month when I realized that I reached a cap where I'm not actually going any further. Like, I have a lot more now that I'm doing, but it's not taking me anywhere. Like, right now at this time, let's say I now get 10 customers every month. And imagine, I said at the beginning of 2020, I said I want to get 10 customers in general. Now I get 10 to 20 customers a month, or 10 to 15 customers a month for developing websites or fixing the websites and so on. And I've reached that since 2021, and I'm just not going anymore. Like, it's not like now Tapo is getting 30 customers, or it's not getting 40 customers. I'm still capped at 10 to 15. It's still taking me much longer to complete because now I just have a lot more that I'm doing, and the money is reaching a stage where I just physically can't get much more money unless I increase the prices, because the number of customers is the same and I don't want to increase the prices. I think my prices are already as high as they are now. With printing, so I also started another business, which includes my online store, where I do personalized gifts, printing things like this, a clear key, that one, canvases, t-shirts, and so on. I do all this sort of stuff, business cards, and so on. So I have a printing business now, and that's also doing good, but it's already reached like its peak already. It started, I would say I started this by June 2021 officially, and we're getting orders right now, but it's reached its peak already. Nothing is moving forward, and I think I know the reason why. And I'll speak about what the reason is, and then I'll speak about what I'm doing to actually tackle those issues. Now, the first thing is that I actually didn't write any goals for 2020 or 2021. I got happy or I became comfortable with what I planned in 2020, and I never ended up doing anything after that for 2021 or 2022. I sort of just said, all right, it's an open-ended goal. Let's just make money. That's our goal. And that's not working at all. I reached this peak now where I'm just waking up not really knowing where I want to go. Like, I know that I have a few jobs and I know I'm going to complete them, get paid, and that's it. But why am I actually doing those jobs? Like, what am I trying to reach here? What's my goal? And this is what brings me to this next section, where I'm going to, again, talk about my goals and what I want to do for 2022. I know it's a bit late, it's in March, but I realized too late. I'll speak about my goals for Tapaway, which is my software development agency, my goals for Tapma, which is my online store and printing and so on, and then my goals for YouTube and my goals for my own self as well. And I'll see what they should help me do. So starting off with my goals for Tapaway. Now, I do have a lot of customers, but I'm not going anywhere. And the reason for that, or the reason I believe that's not happening, is because I've reached the capacity of how much clients I can take. And I think it's about time that I actually start getting more people into my team. So for 2022, it's really hard saying 2022. For 2022, one of my goals is to definitely add at least 2 people into my team. Specifically, or hopefully, a designer who is good with designing things, and another developer that works with me, that does websites, apps, and so on, and we'll both work from that designer. And I've already reached out to people, sourcing them out just for individual projects, but I really feel like it's about time I upscale myself and actually hire 2 people that will work with me all the time. They respond to clients, they talk to clients, they build websites, and so on. And we will share how the money works in any other way. I don't even care that much about getting more money. I do, but not as much as actually getting more projects done and more interesting projects done. But what's happening right now is, because I'm a one main team sort of, I've reached the limit and I get to say goodbye to so many projects because I don't have the hours or the time or the knowledge sometimes to actually do it. Which brings me to the next point. Even though I want to learn a lot more, if something I don't know how to do, I'll get someone to do it, and I will learn from them that way. So goal number 1 for tap away, definitely hire at least 2 people. The last one is create a self-running online business. Now I already have a store and it's working well. I can see the huge potential for it, but I also want to create another platform, or I want to create another project that runs on its own. And when I mean runs on its own, means that there isn't much fulfillment for me to do. Something like an app that people buy, or a subscription, or like a platform that you subscribe to. Specifically speaking, I really want to create something for health, or like for dealing with mental health, especially for children, like a platform that speech pathologists can use to give them resources to help with their kids, or something that teachers can use to help with their kids. I haven't exactly planned what it is, but that's basically what I want to do. I want to create a digital platform where people can offer their content on that channel, or sorry, on that platform, and other people can buy it from them. Something like YouTube, or something like a marketplace where you provide your own experiments and someone else can use them. So that's another goal. Lastly, and I'm trying to see that, is actually grow Tapaway to a second level of income. Now, at the moment, I have my part-time role. I've got Tapaway and I've got Tapma. And Tapaway now is really starting to make a lot of money. I'm enjoying it. But I don't want it to keep getting me that money without me having necessarily to do the exact same number of work. And this follows back to the first goal, which is hiring people. I want those people working with me to be able to make money for themselves and really enjoy this experience and working with me. But I also want to be able to go on a holiday and still make money. And that's a very tricky goal, but I think I can definitely reach it. Now for Tapma, it's very simple. And basically, I want to make more orders. Right now, I would say I get 10 orders a month for Tapma. I want that to reach 30 orders a month. And so 2 times higher than this. And I want it to be sustainable. Right now, I get more orders during Valentine's Day, for example, because we're mainly gifting. I get more orders during Father's Day and Christmas. No, I want to be able to get the same number of orders, or at least a very close number of orders, throughout the full year. Which means I need to add more products to sell. I need to add more styling of products to sell. Like I sell snow globes and I advertise that in Valentine's Day, and they bought it in Valentine's Day. Well, now I really should find another way to also present it to the customers so that they can still buy it outside of that specific season. And I want it to also be a stable income. I want to know exactly how much I'm going to be getting from Tapma every month so I can depend on it. Last thing is my YouTube channel. Now, last time I spoke about my YouTube channel, I said that I want to reach 500 subs. And I was off, I think, by either 100 or 50 subs at that time. But this time, I'm on 1,160 subscribers, and my goal for this year is to really to do 3 things. A, reach 2,000 subscribers. I think it's possible. I just need to make more content, and I need to make it more regularly. And if my previous goals, which allows my businesses to run without me, work, then maybe I'll get more time to spend on doing things that I like making YouTube videos. So 2,000 subs, I really think it's possible to reach by the end of 2022, and hopefully I do reach it. The second goal is complete 400 hours of watch time. So that's how much or how many hours did people actually watch you. Right now I'm on 3,600. So for 2 years, I've been under 4,000. But I really think that I can make that 400 hours before the end of this year. And man, I really want that to happen. And the reason for that brings me to my last point, which is start getting paid from YouTube. Now, in order to get paid from YouTube, you need to pass 1,000 subs, and you need to have at least 4,000 hours of watch time. And right now, I'm well beyond 1,000 subs, but again, I need those hours. So once I make those hours, I'll start getting paid from YouTube. So that's one of the 3 goals in once completed. And what am I going to do with that money that I get from YouTube? Well, I'll actually invest it more into YouTube, which brings me to my last goal for YouTube, which is get a camera. Now, I have my iPhone here, which I use quite regularly actually for my YouTube videos. I also got this webcam that I use, and it's great for making tutorials because it's very close to me. I probably only show this part of me during a tutorial just like this, and I put myself really small in the screen when I'm making tutorials, so the resolution is great. But I really want a good camera for making videos aside from my phone that I can sort of take outside, because I really want to do more outdoor videos, and more close-up videos, and I think a better camera would do this. Last thing for my YouTube channel is to make more variety of content. Most of my content is specialized on giving tutorials and giving some instructions on how to do something, but I really want to change it a little bit. I want to interview people, I want to collab with other YouTubers, and hopefully I'll reach that too. Finally, and this is one of the most important things in my goals, it's outside of YouTube, it's outside of my business. This is just my own goal. What do I want to do? Well, I want to have more fun. And don't get me wrong, I had a lot of fun. I have so much fun doing all this stuff that I mentioned earlier, but I want to travel more. I want to go out with my friends more. I want to be able to go out with them without having to plan it like a month in advance. I bought a four-wheel drive. Well, I want to go camping. I want to do all this stuff. So one of my goals is also to explore things around me a little bit and just have fun and calm down, because I feel like sometimes I stress myself a bit too much. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you do go back and watch that video that I created 2 years ago and see where I've been and where I came. I don't think I've moved that much, or I usually wouldn't think I've moved that much until I actually watched that video. I'm like, wow, I actually went further. And if you're watching this video, I'm pretty sure you're exactly the same. You probably feel sometimes I haven't gone anywhere in 2 years or 3 years or 5 years. But if you just have a look, if you have a way of looking at yourself back then, I'm pretty sure you've progressed in ways beyond your understanding. Like, I'm pretty sure you look at some people on TV and you're like, wow, that guy went out of nowhere. You're that someone as well. You're just not on TV. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you did like this episode. Make sure you leave comments or likes or share this video so I can get those watch hours that I told you about. Thank you, and see you in the next episode.